Now on the racetrack, Ryan Blaney, who is fifth now, trying to pass Bubba Wallace for fourth. Behind them, Christopher Bell is rolling. He has gotten by Austin Cindric and is rapidly closing in now on the Ryan Blaney car. So Christopher Bell, who's led 79 laps this afternoon, is on the charge.
Yeah, Blaney way up the racetrack, and he continues to try to get around Bubba Wallace Christopher Bell, tries to run him down. Brad Keselowski now will give up the race lead. He is on pit road, so on lap number 210, all of a sudden, Brad Keselowski on pit road. He's headed your way, Steve.
Brad Keselowski brings that car. It's a green and white car this week, Ford Mustang Dark Horse, into the attention of the crew. Crew members also clad in green and white. Around to the right side of the car, Sunoco Racing Fuel being plugged in. We'll see what the story is. They're going with 4 tires. 4 tires, Sunoco Racing Fuel. On this stop, left side work is done. Brad Keselowski down and away.
As this continues to see cars under green peel off the racetrack and come to pit road, we're up to 21 cars now on the lead lap.
Right now, if you're going to make a pit stop this late, 2 tires is the only thing you can do, and you're only going to need 1 tank of fuel, too. 1 can of gas is going to make it to the very end now. Right side tires, that would be all I would do. Would never go for 4.
And here comes Ty Gibbs. He is now on pit road. He will pit on lap 211, and he'll do so in front of the postman.
Yeah, Ty Gibbs is in the monster colors on his Toyota Camry SXE. Crew Chief Chris Gale making the call. Oh, the crew member just about got picked off coming around the front of the car as it was a 2-tire stop. Just as the tire changer was coming around the front, Ty Gibbs gassed it up, set the crew member flying. He landed on his feet and scampered over pit wall.
Right off turn number 4, here's our battle for the second spot, potentially for the win. Christopher Bell to the inside of Ryan Blaney. Fans come to their feet. Blaney holds him off for the moment.
Blaney has exercised a perfect strategy so far, but there's no doubt who's had the superior race car. Here's Bell, bottom of the racetrack, side by side, off turn 2 to the back straightaway.
Blaney taking the long way around turns 3 and 4 last time by, went to the middle lanes, but did have plenty of momentum there, while Bell has been working down low. Here they come, and they're closing up quickly behind the car of Harrison Burton.
Right now, this is the battle for second, but when Kyle Larson comes to pit road, this is the battle for the lead. Blaney's got it, and right behind him, Christopher Bell, and he wants it.
The lap car of Harrison Burton dead ahead. Burton running bottom of the racetrack. That's the Christopher Bell line. Blaney keeps it wound up high. He'll keep Bell in the rear view.
Here he comes, Blaney on the backstretch. He will move by to the outside of the Harrison Burton lap machine, and then Christopher Bell will follow suit as they work their way back over to turn 4.
We're down to 25 laps to go. Race leader is currently Kyle Larson. He's over in turns 1 and 2. Still has a pit stop to be made. Eyes on the battle for second as they race the front stretch to turn 1.
Down the front straightaway they come. Blaney has done a yeoman job of keeping Christopher Bell behind him, at least so far. He runs the outside of the racetrack, does Blaney. Bell running a groove off the bottom.
And this time on the backstretch, Bell will just be content to ride along and follow the tire tracks of Ryan Blaney. Here comes Blaney back into the corner. Here comes Bell. Again, Bell running down at the bottom side of the racetrack.
How long will Kyle Larson stay on the racetrack? Side by side again. Bell down to the inside on Blaney. Toyota, Ford going at it. Again, this is for position number 2, soon to be for the race lead.
Blaney, though, gets a strong run off the top of the banking in the turns, whereas Christopher Bell can't keep it quite as well wound up. They're side by side again, and Bell again will have to fall in line.
Blaney, another powerhouse move off the top of turn 2 and onto the back straightaway. Here he comes one more time. Again, he works toward the higher side, and the inside lane is where we find Bell.
This is now officially a battle for the race lead. Current leader Kyle Larson is on the pit lane. New race leader at the start-finish line is Ryan Blaney, but here comes Christopher Bell.
And this is not a situation where a lot of aero blocking is going on. Blaney's running his groove up top. Bell's got the rest of the track to himself, but he just cannot make it stick.
The car of Ryan Preece is straight ahead for race leader Ryan Blaney. Here he comes. Blaney now aggressively off the end of the backstretch, changes lanes to bypass the lap machine. And here comes Christopher Bell, this time to his outside.
Austin Cindric running third now. He is looking on at this great battle for the lead. Blaney's got it. Good run again by Christopher Bell as he makes his way down to the inside. Bell going after Ryan Blaney.
Blaney has made the pass on the lap machine. That's Ryan Priest. Again, here comes C. Bell. He pulls even midway in the turn, but cannot keep the momentum off the top.
As a result, Ryan Blaney continues to show the way. Sets up one more time for the move into turn number 3. He's got the advantage by a car length. And again, Christopher Bell hugs the inside lane.
Austin Cindric is the third place driver. However, he is 2 seconds behind this two-car battle for the top spot. 21 laps to go. Here's Christopher Bell with maybe his best run yet.
The two-man dance for the lead into turn number 1. Bell again dives low to the inside lane. Lets it drift up a little. May try to cross it over, but he's not quite there. Can't get it done on the back stretch.
Tries to keep a fender alongside of Ryan Blaney, but he can't get it done. He will once again settle back into second. It is Blaney in front, and Bell just keeps hammering away to the inside.
2:20 down and 20 to go. Bell is there this time. Down to the inside on Blaney, trying to make it stick. Can't do it. At the line again, it's Blaney. Bell back to the bottom.
Just a spectacular battle for the lead. Round and round and round they go. Here's Bell again to the bottom. He's got him cleared, but back comes Blaney on the outside lane.
Blaney onto the back straightaway with plenty of momentum, and he does rally back around the outside. He's got the lead by a car length again. Bell is there. Bell down low. Blaney up high in turn 3.
These two won't give it up. They're side by side, back and forth on the racetrack. Bell's got about close to about 20 laps, fresher tires, and he makes the pass now. Bell takes the lead off of turn 4.
Here comes Ryan Blaney on the crossover. Blaney back to the lead.
Blaney back to the bottom as they hit turn number 1. Lap machine dead ahead. Ryan Blaney back to the lead as they hit the back straightaway.
Ryan Blaney off turn 2 has the advantage by less than a car length. Here comes Bell to the inside. Bell trying to keep a fender alongside of Blaney. Here he comes again. Blaney swings down low, throws the block. Bell has to change lanes on the run.
Side by side, lap after lap, this ongoing battle for the lead. We're down to 18 to go. They come across the line this time for a moment. Blaney with a nice advantage back to the corner.
A titanic bare-knuckle battle for the lead. Blaney now begins to pull away. The Bubba Wallace machine bypasses Christopher Bell. Bell is losing touch now.
Problem for Christopher Bell. Steve Post, what's the problem for the second place driver?
Something under the hood. He just radioed Adam Stevens. I'm blowing up. I'm blowing up. They have just told him to recycle everything. Christopher Bell on the radio, just as I was speaking, said, no, it's the engine. Christopher Bell going to try to limp it home, but that spirited battle with Ryan Blaney appears to be over.
He was trying to go back-to-back after he win a week ago in the Coca-Cola 600 in Charlotte, battling Ryan Blaney lap after lap after lap, but now the car has slowed some, and he's in danger of giving up the runner-up spot because here comes Austin Cindric.
Cindric is closing in with a rush off the end of the back straightaway and is now right alongside of Christopher Bell.
Rusty Wallace, we're down to 16 laps to go. Ryan Blaney has a second-and-a-half lead. It's pure speculation, but as much as you're downshifting and upshifting here, can you put your engine in jeopardy by over-revving the engine?
Oh, absolutely you can. I mean, so much downshifting throughout the day. This track, they're doing more downshifting than we've done at a lot of racetracks. So that puts a lot of stress on the engine. And again, speculating, these engines are super, super tough. And these guys do a great job, but maybe it hurts something under the hood with all this downshifting. Who knows?
All right, well, let's talk a little bit about that. Blaney, Cindric, Bell just trying to hold on and limp it home right now, third. McDowell fourth, but he's still, we believe, needs to come to pit road. He last pitted on lap 147. Hamlin, Reddick, Keselowski, Logano, Austin Dillon, Carson Hocevar. That is your top 10. Shifting playing a factor?
Could very well be that indeed for Christopher Bell. Obviously, they're going to have to talk about this in more detail, have the folks at Toyota take a look at the engine, take a look at the driveline, but as much as you're shifting here, and especially the spirited battle, and Kurt, let's talk about that as Michael McDowell does in fact come off the racetrack to pit lane. Kurt, Ryan Blaney threw a massive block and slammed the door in the face of Christopher Bell going to the bottom of the racetrack, forced Christopher Bell really to do something different.
Because Blaney had not made a move of that kind. Throughout the course of that battle, lap after lap, Blaney had not made that kind of a move. It's almost like he held that in reserve, then decided to throw the block, Bell had no choice but to, on the move into turn number 3, he had to move quickly from left to right. Blaney had the bottom lane covered, and by that point, when they got off turn 4, Ryan Blaney was gone with the lead.
Well, let's follow Ryan Blaney and take a lap around this racetrack with 13 laps to go.
Being very methodical here, working the lap cars of Bubba Wallace and Daniel Suarez. He's got about a third of the back straightaway advantage over Cindric. No need to press the point.
Here's Ryan Blaney now coming back into turn number 3. Closes up behind the Bubba Wallace car. Bubba goes up toward the middle lanes, and Ryan Blaney will work toward the rumble strips.
Now it is a 3-second lead for Ryan Blaney over second place Austin Cindric, and then 6 seconds back to the ailing Christopher Bell car. Denny Hamlin rapidly closing in on Christopher Bell. Hamlin is currently 4th. Tyler Reddick is 5th. He is 9 seconds behind the leader. Brad Keselowski 6th. Joey Logano 7th. Austin Dillon is 8th. Carson Hocevar 9th. And Justin Haley continues to impress. He's got the Rick Ware Racing Ford up to the number 10 position.
So Dave Moody, right now Blaney out front by almost 3 seconds over his teammate. What's he need to do to bring it home now?
Exactly what he's doing, and not a bit more, Jeff. He doesn't have to worry too much about the lap cars unless until somebody begins to appear a little closer in the rearview mirror. He's got all the advantage he needs right now. No need to race anybody on the lap down line. He's got him covered.
Down to 11 laps to go. The race leader works his way down the back straightaway. There are 3 cars in front of him he's going to have to deal with.
He'll have to deal first up with the car of Bubba Wallace. Then it'll be Daniel Suarez, then Noah Gragson. And in fact, they're double wide in front of the race leader right now.
We have 10 laps to go here this afternoon. Worldwide Technology Raceway. All Blaney wants to see right now is the green light stay on for the next 10 laps.
The lap traffic continues to be 2 abreast in front of him. That could have been an opportunity for Cindric to close the gap, but he's not making any appreciable ground up. As a matter of fact, Blaney may actually be pulling away.
In fact, Blaney does, at the end of the back straightaway, continue just to maintain the pace. He's following the slower traffic, the lap cars ahead, but again, has a healthy advantage back to Cindric.
He is indeed. Now, Christopher Bell, we got the story from Steve Post about the engine struggling. His teammate, Martin Truex Jr., who is 3 laps down and 34th, is on the back bumper, Rusty, and he is shoving Christopher Bell down every straightaway.
Yeah, I was just watching it. He's pushing him right down the straightaways like you would at Daytona or Talladega or something like that. I mean, it's pretty obvious that number 20 car, Christopher Bell, has had a cylinder just stop running. The car's running on 7 cylinders right now. It could be a many different things, a broken valve spring, a plug wire, a spark plug, something like that causing that thing not to fire at all, but it's running on 7 cylinders right now.
Tyler Reddick is to the inside of Truex and to the inside of Bell to try to pick up the spot. I guess, Dave, when it's not working, you phone a friend, and for Bell, he's called on his teammate.
Well, you'll take any help you can. What's the old saying? The old sailors saying, any port in a storm. And right now, a little bit of a shove from Martin Truex Jr. is more than welcome by Christopher Bell.
Further ahead, Ryan Blaney again closing in behind traffic. Still trying to deal with the Daniel Suarez cars to his outside.
With Noah Gragson and Bubba Wallace, that trio of cars right in front of current race leader. But again, Blaney does not have to press the issue. His lead, 2.3 seconds.
There is absolutely no pressure on his back bumper at all. He's at the apex of turn 1 and 2 as Austin Cindric enters turn 1. Big lead for Blaney.
Austin Cindric is right behind the Michael McDowell car. Cindric running in the 2nd position, has yet to get around that lap machine. Back up front, here's Ryan Blaney. One more time, working his way off turn 4.
Guys, with about 6 laps to go, I'm looking around out in the racetrack right now. I don't see anybody quite yet getting ready to lose their minds out there. Anybody running close, because now we're running out of time. They got to get it done, but the cars are pretty well spread apart. Everything to me looks pretty calm right now for Ryan Blaney to bring this baby on home.
Tyler Reddick was able to get by Christopher Bell just a moment ago to pick up position number 5. Ryan Blaney, Dave, on his way.
He's got all the space that he needs heading down the back straightaway into 3.
Austin Cindric has finally gotten around the lap car of Michael McDowell, but it's still a big task for Cindric to try to catch the race leader.
It is fair game for the 3 cars right in front of the race leader. Bubba Wallace, Noah Gragson, and Daniel Suarez. They're the last 3 cars in the lead lap, and Dave, they're 22nd, 23rd, and 24th.
And they're not really doing anything to hold Blaney up. He's got a lane if he wants it. As a matter of fact, he'll take it right now and go to the inside of Suarez.
Let's see what he can do from there. Here's the leader, Ryan Blaney, trying to move by the Suarez car to put him a lap down. He will get alongside and go door to door with him back through turn 3.
Well, at one point, Austin Cindric was 3 full seconds behind his teammate running second, but it's taken Blaney some effort in order to get by these cars running for position, and all of a sudden that lead beginning to shrink dramatically. Dave, down to 1.5 seconds.
Down to 1.5 as Austin Cindric tries to make the last gasp run. And again, Blaney to the inside on Suarez.
Suarez is stubborn in the outside lane. And once again, the leader, Ryan Blaney, trying to put him a lap down. They continue to go wheel to wheel, working their way back off the corner.
3 laps to go in the Enjoy Illinois 300 at Worldwide Technology Raceway. Blaney able to clear the Daniel Suarez car. That's going to force teammate Austin Cindric is going to have to deal with that sooner rather than later.
Puts a little more insurance between himself and Cindric. Ryan Blaney with 3 to go, just praying that everybody minds their manners. He makes his way off turn 2.
Ryan Blaney onto the back straightaway once again here this afternoon. The race leader comes off the end of the backstretch. The next car ahead of him is the car of Noah Gragson. Ryan Blaney with the race lead.
With 2 laps to go, it's Blaney, Cindric, Hamlin, Keselowski, Tyler Reddick, Joey Logano, Austin Dillon, Christopher Bell, Carson Hocevar, and Justin Haley. That's your top 10. Ryan Blaney back in turn 1.
He's got plenty of room between himself and the lap machine of Noah Gragson. He's about 5 car lengths behind Gragson. His lead is still substantial as he motors it off to the back straightaway.
Already working his way toward the midpoint of the backstretch comes the leader, Ryan Blaney, after having disposed of the car of Daniel Suarez. Now Suarez races up to his inside, and that exchange going to allow Austin Cindric to close in again.
It's not over yet. Up off of turn number 4, Cindric within car lengths now. They come down to the white flag. 1 lap to go here. Blaney's got a problem. Ryan Blaney is off the pace. Austin Cindric is the new race leader in turn number 1.
Cindric powers past on the inside, and he's gone with the lead. Ryan Blaney limping on the bottom of the racetrack. It's Austin Cindric for the final time.
Austin Cindric, the blue and black Ford, coming off the end of the back straightaway, works his way into turn number 3, looking for the checkered flag.
His last win was the Daytona 500 back in 2022, but he's going to win here this afternoon at Worldwide Technology Raceway. Austin Cindric under the checkered flag, and he has scored the win. We hear Ryan Blaney has run out of fuel. Austin Cindric is going to victory lane. Denny Hamlin, Brad Keselowski, Tyler Reddick, and Joey Logano. That is your top 5. Let's go to pit road.
They are celebrating down here, Team Penske for the win. Cindric gets the win. Brian Wilson, the crew chief down here, offering congratulations. Brian, congratulations. You're going to victory lane. Describe your emotions right now on that one.
Man, it's unbelievable. Everyone on the 2 crew has done such a good job. We've been building. It was great to take advantage of the speed we had this weekend. I'm just really proud of everybody.
There we go. That's Brian Wilson, crew chief, winning crew chief for Austin Cindric.
Ryan Blaney coasts by the checkered flag. He'll finish 24th. Heartbreak for Blaney. It is an absolute elation right now. Austin Cindric and that 2 car, they're going to victory lane.